welcome back to Piggy's World. Today's video is going to be a guinea pig cage tour. I have a 5x2 CNC cage along with a 2x3 CNC cage. So yeah, let's get started with the video. I also want to make a quick disclaimer. I recently got 2 baby guinea pigs, so the cage is going to be expanded eventually, so yeah. I am first going to start out with the left side of my cage, and on this side is what you call a kitchen area. So over here we did attach some extra grids because my guinea pigs, as you can see, jump in the hay rack. So yeah, I just didn't want them jumping out, and this is probably just a temporary fix. And then coming down the front, we do have my hay rack, and I know there's lots of debates on hay racks, but this is what keeps my cage nice and tidy and keeps all the hay from getting old and gross. The hay rack also does have some hay falling below, so that kind of helps as well. Alright, so right next to the hay rack I do have these 2 glass water bottles made by Living World, and I really do love them because you can totally see what is inside, so when your water bottles are dirty, it is much easier to clean them. And then right below the water bottle and the hay rack, I do have these little bricks because the guinea pigs love to tear up the fleece if I do not have these bricks, and then it creates more of a mess, and this kind of helps them reach the hay a little bit. And right beside that, I do have their 2 food bowls, and these are really old. I got the Princess one for Dasher at Pecow or PetSmart, and I also have the Kaytee one from Amazon, I believe. And right underneath everything, I just have this bath mat from the Christmas tree shop. I believe it was around $8. It makes the hay area so much easier to clean, and I can always change out the bath mat as soon as it gets really dirty. So here is just an overview of what the kitchen part of the cage looks like. Here are all the guinea pigs eating, and Hazel is sitting in the bowl. To the right of all of that, I do have this little tunnel over here, and I just put a blanket basically over the CNC grid. I've been reading a lot about guinea pig bonding, and I figured having tunnels in the cage would do best, and I also do have this mat below it. Here's just an overview of what this little tunnel looks like. And right across from that tunnel, I do have this little tunnel over here made by Oxbow. This is made out of Timothy hay, I believe, and it is just the best Hidey for my guinea pigs I've ever seen. This does have a little pee pad in it, and I highly recommend it because it does have a bottom to it. This pee pad is from the pig room, and I highly recommend checking out their shop because it is super thick, as you can see. So yeah, it is a great product. Over next to the tunnel, I do have this little Niteangel ball, and the guinea pigs love to just rip it to shreds and have at it. They do roll it around sometimes, but they mostly chew on it. And next to that, I do have this Niteangel ball, and this was Dasher's favorite toy ever. This is the Niteangel treat ball, so basically what you do is you put treats all inside of it, and the guinea pigs have to roll it around to try to get the treats out. And right next to that is this Oxbow tin bell. It used to come with 2, but the guinea pigs destroyed them, so this is the last one remaining. And the next toy that is right next to that is the Oxbow Enriched Life Crazy Hay Ball, and the guinea pigs have totally destroyed this and they love playing with it. So moving on to the other side of the cage, I do have this Kaytee Hidey, and it was around $8 when I bought it, but now it's probably around $14, I believe. But I really have been using this for a long time, and you could tell it's pretty worn. This is a great Hidey because it has 2 entrances and 2 exits, although I'm not using it like that. But tunnels are great, and I highly recommend it. And right next to the tunnel, I do have this Kaytee Hidey. I have had this Hidey for years. I can't remember a time where I didn't have this Hidey. Pebbles and Dasher used to love and snuggle in this Hidey. I highly recommend it. I love the little window. It is a perfect size, enough for a guinea pig to not get stuck. And yeah, I really do love this Hidey. And right below that, I do have this pee pad that my sister made me. It is made really nicely, and I love this pattern fleece. I got the fleece pattern from Jo-Ann Fabrics, and I get all my fleece from Jo-Ann Fabrics. So moving on next to that, I again have 2 Living World water bottles. So altogether, my guinea pigs have 4 water bottles because there are 4 guinea pigs. And I kind of already spoke about these water bottles before, but yeah. And right underneath the water bottles, I do have another pee pad that I got from the Pig Rooms giveaway. Again, these pee pads are really thick and they are great quality, so I highly recommend checking out his shop. To the right of the water bottles, I do have the Oxbow treat house, and basically what you do is put pea flakes all inside the little holes, and the guinea pigs have to figure out how to take them out and get the pea flake. Next, I do have another bowl because the guinea pigs have 2 bowls on the other side, and then I put this bowl on this side so then there is no bickering when it comes to eating food. And right above that, I do have this Fleece, I think is how to pronounce it, camera, so when I leave the house, I can watch the guinea pigs and make sure everything is alright. I believe this camera was around $40, something like that. I think it was like $38, and I highly recommend getting this camera. And to talk about fleece, this is probably one of my favorite fleeces, and it is again from Jo-Ann Fabrics. So now we are going to move on to Delilah's cage, which is right on the other side of the plexiglass. To begin, we do have this Niteangel little Hidey, and I got this from Amazon. I believe it was around $25 if I'm not mistaken. And I love this Hidey because it has many different entrances and exits, and I love the windows. And right below that, I do have this pee pad that my sister made me using U-Haul pads, and this is a really soft fleece, so I gave it right to Delilah. And right next to that is Delilah's teddy bear. I believe it's a dog, and she has been with us since she came with us, and she even snuggled with it at the vet, so I just keep it in as her buddy. And right next to all of that is Delilah's favorite place to go, and that is the Oxbow hay tunnel, just like I had in the other cage. Yes, hers is more destroyed because she absolutely loves it. I also do have this little pee pad in there, of course. So yeah, here's an overview about what it looks like. And right next to that is another one of these Niteangel little balls, so you could put little treats in them, and the guinea pigs love to roll them around and get the treats out. And another one of Delilah's favorite toys is this, and it's called the Halo, so it's also made out of hay by Oxbow, and she loves to chew on it. And right next to that is also another Oxbow toy, and this one is called the Play Palm. The guinea pigs don't really chew on this too much, but they love to roll it around. And right next to that, we are moving on to our hay area or our kitchen area, and we also do have these bricks in the cage because of the fleece coming up. So to the right, I do have another one of these Living World glass water bottles, except this one is the bigger one for Delilah. I figured she doesn't need 2 small ones, so I'll get her a big one, and it works the same way. And right next to that water bottle is Delilah's little hay rack. Delilah loves her little hay rack, and it works out perfectly because otherwise Delilah would make a huge mess of the hay, and it is not pretty. And for those of you wondering, I do use the Oxbow 50-pound bale of hay, and it works out great. And right next to the hay rack, I do have another camera, of course for Delilah, another Fleece one. And the best things about these cameras is they all connect to an app, and yeah. And I also do have these little rope lights around the cage, and I've had these for a long time, probably at least 5 years. So some of them are kind of dead, but I still think that they look really pretty. And now here is my favorite part of the cage. So each of the guinea pigs have their own little name tag, and my dad ended up making these for us because he works for a trophy shop, so he can do things like this, such as engraving, and this is just my favorite part of the cage. Here is just an overview of what they all look like attached to the cage. They are attached with tie straps. So I got my cage from the C&C Cages store, and I highly recommend going to visit them. I do have these plexiglass windows, and I am just in love with them. They're just a pain in the butt to assemble, but once they are assembled, it is so great to see all the guinea pigs nice and clear through the plexiglass. So yeah guys, that is my cage tour, and I really hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more guinea pig related videos. Also, I do have storage right underneath my guinea pig cage, and I haven't gone through that today. So if you want to see a video, please just let me know. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, I do have the guinea pigs pictures all up on my wall. I just do not have the babies pictures yet. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!